All right, cool. Well, you guys, this is pretty amazing. This is an idea that we've been talking about for a long time, and as part of Hot VWs, we wanted to go ahead and start podcasting and actually bringing some really, really cool content to our listeners and obviously the subscribers. So here we are doing podcast number 1 at the OCTO meeting, and obviously with me is Erik Koplien. Erik, how are you?
Doing good, thank you.
Good. Hey, so a lot of people don't know, OCTO, Orange County Transporter Organization, and here we are at a meeting. It's kind of cool. I walked in, and I'm seeing people stuffing envelopes, and it's kind of cool seeing familiar faces. You got Rich Morris from Wolfsburg West. You've got you, Shin's here. Tim Leventree, who did the logos on my bus. Hot Dog. I mean, it's really cool to see people from the industry that are here, all taking part of this. I mean, tell us about how the club started.
This is like the behind the scenes that no one ever sees with the club.
Right. No, it's awesome. And this place is awesome, by the way. The folks that are listening, and actually, obviously, the folks that are watching us as well. Look, there goes Mr. Hamill. I'm telling you, this place is awesome, man. There's so much eye candy here. It's too cool. Too cool. You could do a whole show on this. But I would love for the people listening to understand, OCTO, what, why, and obviously we know 3 big shows during the year, but tell us about it.
Well, we all knew that there was a lot of talk and a need for a show that was, I guess, a little more organized. Starting back in the Soda days, not going to bag any other organization, but October 98 was the first OCTO show right here, right outside these doors.
Gosh, was it that long ago?
And it continued for, I want to say, roughly 3 years. And then we started looking for other venues. We started entertaining the idea of Huntington Beach High School, which we did that for quite a while.
I do remember that, yeah.
And we did 2 shows a year there. At the same time, we were still doing the June show over the Tejas lot, which is right across the street from Angel Stadium, the Honda Center.
That's right, right. Yeah.
But then we lost that. So then we started searching for more venues. We've done it at Long Beach once, then we went back and did Anaheim Stadium for a couple of times. Now we locked ourselves in with a nice long contract with Long Beach, and
very
there
cool.
we are. So now we're going on. This will be 20 years coming up this October.
Has it been that long? That is crazy. Yeah, I mean, now I'm definitely feeling older. Well, I'll tell you, you guys have done an amazing job, and one of the cool things about it is the fact that recently, not too long ago, maybe about less than a month ago, somebody was talking about the organization, and not the organization, but like the organizational aspect of the club, and how well you guys get everybody into the parking lot. And I think when people are going to shows, one of the worst things is waiting at the gate. And just kind of like, and then taking forever. I remember some of the early days of, let's say, going to the Classic, for example. You always knew that you were going to be sitting pretty for a long time.
Yeah, you'd be sitting for a couple hours for sure.
Yeah. So for you, obviously you're the leader of the organization. I mean, for you, what are you trying to bring to everybody other than, a really cool show? What's your goal that people will walk away with at these shows?
Well, as you know, it's a fairly simple show. We got swap, we got display. We just have want everybody just to get together, talk shop, find some parts, look at some cool vehicles. We don't hold awards. We don't walk around and give anybody trophies. So there's none of that. We have raffles, which people really enjoy. And we just try to bring the community, the hobby. So it's definitely a hobby. And majority of us here, this is just a hobby. We all have secular jobs.
Hobby turned bad habit.
Yeah, correct. And everybody here is a volunteer. Nobody's getting paid to be here. And, we strive to do our best at the gate and get everybody in as fast as we can.
And you do, yeah.
We have several of the volunteers here. They're out there. They're lining people up. They're getting our vendors lined up. They're getting our spectators, our participants. They're getting all those different people lined up so we can get them as quickly as possible, because otherwise, guess what? We're going to be up against a city, and they're not going to be happy.
That is true. That is true.
So far, they've left us alone, and that's been great.
I think it's definitely proven, and I love the fact that, whenever I come to the show, it's so cool to see such a wide variety of buses. I mean, it's not only fun and going and seeing friends. It's almost like a high school reunion sometimes, when you see people that you haven't seen in a long time. but the fact that you actually keep seeing buses over the years coming out of the woodworks, you know, and sometimes seeing buses that you haven't seen in years come out of the woodworks, you know, it's kind of neat to actually go and just kind of be educated.
There's a new one at every show that I've never seen, you know. And it's not that I don't look for them, it's just like, hey, I've never seen that one before, you know, and it's great. You introduce yourself to the person that owns it and get the background on it, maybe how much time they put in either restoring it or getting it back on the road. It's been awesome.
No, that's so cool. Well, it's fun to watch you, you know, cruising around on your bike and making sure that everything's in order and just saying hi to everybody. I think that's probably, you know, it goes to say that for the Volkswagen industry, I mean, for everybody in the community, that it's Volkswagen people, you know, everyone's so cool, so nice, you know, and there is a camaraderie where when you're driving down the street, you know, people give you the peace sign, obviously, but if you break down on the side or if you need something, you know, people are always there.
Yeah, it's definitely a brotherhood, you know, and this goes without saying. I mean, it's not me personally that's doing all this. We're an organization made up of several different clubs, so we don't call ourselves a club, but it's because of everybody that's here, others that are not here, that really make up the organization, that really put in the hard work, put in the time, you know, and all just for the love of a vehicle.
Yeah, isn't that wild? I know, it is a trip when you think about the people's car, and it's interesting because of the fact that it's the passion that actually brings everybody together. And I'm so happy that, you know, you put your time, your money, your effort, you know, toward actually bringing this to life for so many people, because a lot of the times when you look at something, you think, oh, this is kind of cool, and maybe you might not think it's as big of a deal to you, but it might be making a really huge impact on someone, and you might not even know it. But I want you to know that your efforts are definitely appreciated. So I wish many more years for this to keep going, and
I
more
hope so
awesome
too.
finds.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad you guys could be here, and I'm glad you're doing this. This is great. It gets the word out, not just for OCTO, but for everybody.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, I mean, especially, gosh, you know, now that Rich was just saying, yeah, it was 20 years ago, I'm thinking to myself, we're not getting any younger. You know, we need to educate people, or at least pass the information on before we're in walkers. But at least I have a panel I could fit my walker in there, so that's kind of a good thing, right? So I know, which is great. So no, that's awesome. That's awesome. Anything else that people should know about OCTO?
Other than obviously 3 shows a year, and we don't have club membership. You know,
which I kind of like.
You know, people, hey, how can I be a part of OCTO? I said, you just are. You know, you mentioned the name, you are a part of OCTO.
That's
cool.
Know,
again, made up several different several different clubs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we can run down the list, but that might take a while. But and it's everybody contributes, everybody puts in that work.
Well,
and then likewise, all of us go and help those. You know, and that's what I always wanted to see is the clubs helping each other and not.
Well, that's what it should be.
Correct.
You know, and when you say contributing, I think one of the things that's really important for people that are listening and watching, you know, if you did want to go ahead and help something like this go ahead, would you say that, like, maybe T-shirt sales, hat sales? I mean, what, you know, other than buying them at the show, obviously they go to, you know, support the show and keep everything going forward. What would be the best way to actually go ahead and actually, you know, show a little love?
Show up.
Show up.
come to the event. I mean, the shirts, the other swag we have pens and hats and things like that. That's just kind of a bonus. Gives yourself a little memorabilia from the event or something like that. And,
I like it.
No, just show up, because we're definitely not in for money. We're a nonprofit organization. So anything that we do make above and beyond our expenses goes to a charitable organization. Or recently, it's actually gone to the college where we've been holding the event at. We put it to a fund that they have there, and we get to earmark it for different areas within the college.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So one last question, and then I won't bug you anymore, but I got to know, who has the most OCTO decals? From day one. Does anybody? Because I know that Rich Morris has a ton of them on his car.
We're all working on, from day one, getting 99. Yeah, 99 was the first decal through now. I think you've got them all.
You do?
Rich has them all. And for those that might want them all,
we have a few. We have
a few archives.
Really? So. Very cool. Very cool. There you have it. I think I'm going to be one of those that's.
I think I'll only hand about 10. After that, we can't hand out anymore.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Well, thanks, Eric. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. So, hey,
I love what you're doing here. I'm glad you guys are here. So.
Our pleasure.
All right.
Our pleasure. It's a lot of fun. Thank you for the hospitality as
Yes,
well.
yeah, no problem.
Very cool. All right, let's see if we can get anybody else to come and chat with us, huh?